It sat up there. Did you remember hearing about it in the news? Of course not, right? Even down in Papua New Guinea, you didn't hear it there. Okay? So the problem was it wasn't really covered very well. NARCAP, not NARCAP, but Newfork received a lot of reports. There was footage of this. And there was also an event that night in, let's say, northwest Arizona. And I'd like to show you the object that was seen there in a 30-mile-an-hour wind. Can we show that, which would be Rob's footage? And this is from Arizona Research Group. 1A. Okay, where's that pigeon? This is, now see if I was on the radio, this is what's known as radio hell. Okay? There we go. Now, from a vantage point, this individual was looking at this thing in the air, in the 30-mile-an-hour wind. He described it as being not aerodynamic by any stretch of the imagination. Pay attention now to these illuminations around the side. And I refer to them as illuminations, not lights, for the purpose of illuminating, but illuminations, the result of energy. And you see this one just go on? Well, it's all around it. It's very un-aerodynamic, and he first described it as being a huge battleship in the sky. What you're looking at here received UFO footage of the year, or photograph of the year, from Jerry Pippin's site. And knowing the individual for 4 years, I can assure you this is a genuine photograph, and it is something out of this world, or at least unearthly technology. How do you like that? The research coming from this area has got to be some of the best actual scientific research. This and a few other events that happened to this individual really propelled him to look into things that really made him, let's say, question his reality. And when you look at stuff like this, and I don't know if anybody out here, I'm sure there is quite a few, have had a UFO sighting. Once you have one, it's hard to go back to just your normal realm, you know. Things change. Well, for this man, things really changed. And also in Tinley Park, the next set of footage I'm going to show you, I think things really changed. South side of Chicago, we have all these border towns, and we could kill it. We could kill that footage. There's actually quite a bit of footage, but I don't have permission to show a lot of things. I had permission to show that. You could kill that footage if you don't mind. Stop that footage, please. Thank you. Tinley Park, anybody know the area by any chance? Tinley Park, Illinois? There we go. And it's a very populated area. To give you some idea, it is a good demographic. It's a good cross-section of people. And it's highly populated. As you know, it's south of Chicago, and which is just basically an extension of the population. It is also the most illuminated area south of the Loop. It is really an illuminated area. Also in that area, there's a very strange subdivision that looks like a cyclotron, even as high as 36 miles up in the air. And yes, I've looked at it through Google, 36 miles up in the air. There's also a auditorium, a music center out there that looks like a huge monolith. It's really bizarre the way it looks from space. Now, under the assumption that what you're about to see is of an extraterrestrial origin, and I have no clue. I didn't check anybody's license and pull them out of this thing. I didn't even, no vehicle ID. I didn't see anything. But either way, the technology is definitely unearthly. And if we could run TJ's footage, and TJ's been lucky enough to actually see this twice. We had mass sightings out there in Tinley Park on 3 events. This event took place 2 days after that other object you saw in Phoenix. That was the 19th. This is the 21st. Could we kick the audio up on this? That's him breathing, and the crickets in the background. They were having a party outside, 40 people. Ozzy Osbourne just got done with a concert. People were heading off on I-80, about 2 miles away from there. And the Air and Water Show was earlier that day. And I think my friend here gets a little... I got it! He gets a little excited, huh? I got it on tape. Now what you're looking at here I'm going to have you speed that up, please, to get an idea of what we're looking at. When I seen this the first time, I wanted to put it in faster motion to get an idea if there's any pattern to this, or if they stay in any pattern, possibly being attached to something, and that's what we basically came up with. This, from what you will see in the next sequence of the other sighting, which was the October 31st sighting, and if we could forward to that, which will show up on the screen as being 8:50 something, you will see a plane. So the next set of footage you will see, here we go. Here's a plane going in front of this object.
I got 20 minutes left in battery, I hope.
They're moving it closer to us.
The object's about a mile or more further away from this gentleman, and a plane cuts in front of it. Watch and see this.
There they are.
October 31st, 2004.
What is it?
It's some kind of light. No, it's not.
No.
That's them, right?
Yeah, that's them. It's the same red cherry lights as we had before.
What they see is red. Red is the wavelength that you would see because it's the longest wavelength. But actually, if you were very close to it, you would see a composite of the full spectrum of our light range. Now, where's that plane?
Yeah, come closer.
Oh, I got these.
Can we back up? I think we missed the plane going through there. Yep, there it was.
For a fourth one to come?
Yeah. This is the end of the 21st of August. And actually, another craft actually shows up afterwards on each occasion. We need to go a little bit ahead.
Now it's starting to fade. The plane's in the air.
Here we go. Planes in the air.
I don't know. I'm tired. I'm running out of breath. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more.
Hey, is that UFO?
They're back again. There's airplanes along with them. Look at that.
Stop that for a second right there. That object is from the airplane more than half a mile away. Compare the illuminations. Now, you heard that astronomer say that what this was flares on a balloon. A flare is a rating lume of about 60. The illuminations on those crafts, on the airplanes, are substantially more than 60, okay? They could be 300 or more, depending on which lights are blinking. Now, when you look back there, this object being a half a mile away, and we're looking at an airplane there, when you know the difference of size and calculating the distance, those illuminations are about 3 times the size of that airplane. Okay? Now you get an idea how big this object could be. The other thing is, these are at the end of a large V or a V triangular isosceles type craft. Very large. On the 21st, we actually have footage of objects coming in and out of this object. The object you're looking at in the background is over 3,000 feet long. I want to know where on earth we build things like this. Okay? You could run that a little bit more, please.
Look at that. There's airplanes with them.
It went right through it, didn't it?
Yeah.
What are they?
We don't know. They're UFOs. They came back on August 21st. Now there's more.
Yeah, I know. I see them right now. There's more. There's just a...
Now what happens is he thinks it cut between the two on the bottom, therefore making the assumption that I was wrong, that this is not one object. He didn't know how far the two objects were away from each other.